Episode 60. You got this.
Awaken the leader inside. Follow the path of leadership. Never give up. Never stop trying. Get up. Believe in yourself. Not every day is going to be easy, but you got to challenge yourself. You need courage. Be ready. Stop waiting for it to happen. Go make it happen. Harness the power within. You were destined to be a leader. Follow the path of leadership. Awaken the leader inside.
Episode 60. You got this. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name's Dave Rubalcava, and I'm your host here at Awaken the Leader Inside, a show dedicated to your leadership journey. Remember, you are never alone. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to episode number 60. Man, I can't believe that we're already at 60. Man, time flies, right? When you're having fun, I guess. So, hey, today I want to talk about, some motivation and give you some motivation for your day. So it's a beautiful day. It's hot in California because that's where I'm at right now. So I need some motivation too. It's been kind of crazy. So what I wanted to share and what I wanted to talk about was courage. And so I know this is kind of a theme that I continue to talk about, and I really truly believe and I'm passionate about having courage and understanding that fear and courage are tied together, and you can't have one without the other, right? But I really believe that courage is a tool that you can use by understanding your fears. And so today I want to talk a little bit about that, and then we'll kind of, dig into what you can do different and how you can, take that and go run with it and go make something happen in your career or in your life. So let me start off by saying this, you guys. I think all of us have gone through some difficult times, right? Whether it's life, whether it's career. And I really want you to know that when I talk about leadership, I'm talking about both, because I don't believe that you can have leadership at work and then you don't have leadership in life, because that doesn't make any sense to me. I think they're both the same. And what I mean by that is that decisions that you make as a leader are going to happen in both ends of your world. It's going to happen in your career. It's going to happen in your life. But the tools that you need, whether it's assessing, being objective, troubleshooting, setting goals, it's going to be the same no matter what in your life. And so I think that in life, you're gonna hit crossroads where you have to make very hard life decisions, no different than the ones you have to make in your career, except in life, you're not getting paid for it. I mean, that's the truth, but the reward is still the same, right? The reward for making hard decisions in life can lead you to new passions, can lead you to new opportunities, or simply just jump onto a new path and find an express train that takes you somewhere that you never thought you would be at. And that's the amazing thing about leadership, is that it takes courage to take those steps. So let's take just one step back and let's talk about courage's evil twin, fear. And we all probably know fear very, very well, right? So usually it happens when we don't know, or we're facing some type of fear, or we have an unknown path that we're unsure of, and those can often lead to frustrations. They can lead to the feeling of being lost. And I think I'm going to kind of throw this one out there, but it's pretty safe to say that all of us at some stage in our life have felt lost and felt overwhelmed and felt uncertain of where we're going to go next. Am I right? I'm pretty sure all of us can agree at some stage. Now, something that happens in those moments, I think, is so critical for you to become successful, and so critical to find courage, because I don't believe that courage is something that we're born with. I will tell you outright, and I will kind of explain why. I do not believe that you wake up one day and you just have courage. It doesn't happen. I truly believe that it happens through attrition. It goes through you doing things that you're uncomfortable with, and you do them anyways. And that could be, let's say you take on a project that, hey, we need some extra support, we need some help, and you get voluntold, David, you know what, you're going to come help us today. And you're like, I don't want to do that, but you do it. Those are the foundational pieces that over time, you getting out of your comfort zone, you begin to build confidence that, hey, I can do something I've never done before. For me, this podcast was a perfect example of me stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something and communicating in a way that I have never done before. And it was scary, and it was probably horrible. Go back and listen to episode 1 through 10, I think. I don't know. But it's a learning curve. And as you step through the fire, you begin to learn about how to do things differently, or sometimes even if it's a failure, you learn what not to do, but you're unafraid the next time that same challenge steps in front of you, you're more likely and more willing to say, okay, I'll try it. That is where courage is born. Courage is born when you have fear and anxiety to do something. It could be in career, it could be in life, it could be with family, that I'm just afraid, I feel uneasy. But when you make the choice, you are committing to yourself that you are gonna step out of your comfort zone. Something cool happens when you say it out loud. You know what? I'm gonna do it. It's like the reinforcement that, hey, let's just try it, let's just let it happen, let's just kind of see where this goes. That is the key to finding your courage in all aspects of your life. And you have it in you. All of us have this gift, right? All of us have this gift to become something, or to do something, or have some gift that's been given to you, whether it's art, whether it's communication, whether it's music, whether it's some way to connect with people. I don't know. Everyone has something. But if you don't nurture it, if you don't find a way to use it courageously, then sometimes it just dies. And sometimes we just get lost because we're looking for a way to use our talents. We all are. But at some point, fear has stepped in to tell us, no, you can't do that. And what I mean by fear, it can also be friends, family, relatives, jobs, bosses, you name it. It could be anyone that says, no, you can't do that. And I think it's safe to say all of us have experienced that. And in those moments, think about how you feel. Because I'm going to tell you, I've been there recently, and I'll tell you how I felt. I will tell you that I was really upset at myself for feeling fear, for feeling like, man, I don't have control, for feeling that I'm stuck somewhere, stuck doing something that I don't want to do. And I was mad at myself, because I know that I can change my stars. I know I can change direction. I know that I can do that. But the reason why sometimes we don't is because we're afraid about what's going to happen next. We're afraid of, what if I go do something and that doesn't work out? So let me stay where I'm at and be miserable, right? Many of you guys probably can agree with that. Let me stay where I'm at, because at least I know what this is about and I'm okay with it and I'm comfortable. If you're comfortable, you are not growing. Hands down, I will tell you right now, if you are comfortable, you're not going to grow. It's just the truth, because growth comes from doing things you're not comfortable with. And that is where it takes courage. So I'm going to share some advice with you guys. The deeper that you get to understand where your fear comes from, sometimes it's from, I'm just afraid to take a risk. Sometimes it's afraid because of, money. It could be afraid of what people might think. Let me put some stuff out there. I will tell you, when I put stuff out on YouTube, man, I was terrified. I said, what are people going to think about me? What are people going to, what are they going to say? I was terrified. Sometimes I still am, It's the truth, but those fears begin to build a wall for us. They begin to separate us from those dreams, those goals, those ambitions. They begin to kind of build a wall. And I'll tell you, initially, it's kind of a small wall, maybe a 2-foot wall that you can still kind of see your dreams out there, right? But over time, as we embrace those fears, the wall gets taller. And at some point, you can't see it anymore. And at some point, you can't climb it anymore either. And then what? Then where are you at? Then where do you stand? You stand alone, confused, lost, and unsure, because those dreams seem so far away now. But the truth is that within all of us, we can kick down that damn door when we want to. We can kick down that wall. There's going to be consequence for making choices, and that's okay. But if that's where you need to go, you got to do what you got to do. Have a game plan, because my next, piece of advice is to create a goal, create a timeline, create like at least 30 days for you to focus on, how do I get closer to my goal? How do I strengthen my courage? What can I do? How can I take on more? How can I get out of my comfort zone? Focus on those 30 days to really, really invest in yourself. And I encourage you to document how you're feeling. Now, I love to record myself. I have a lot of memos that I share sometimes, but a lot more that I record that I don't when I'm feeling a certain way, because I want to let it out. I want to let it out so I can understand, because sometimes it's hard to understand what's going on with us because there's so many things that are going on and it's crazy. It's like being in a rush hour with all these cars. Sometimes it's hard to really identify what is happening to me right now. And so I record these things. So I encourage you guys to record that for yourself so that you have a way to play back and listen and understand what's happening to you. And that way you can be more objective. But I don't want you to think that your dreams are not attainable. They may take time, and they may take, you having to change your career path or the path that you're on or whatever is going on in your life. That is possible. But there's so many resources out there, and I'm one of them. But there's so many other resources and so many people out there willing to help people just like you that are struggling with courage, are struggling to get to your goals, are struggling to stay motivated. Create your goals, and this time I want you to share them with me. I want you to find our Facebook group, and I'm going to leave a link in here, and I want you to really share what you're going through right now, and hopefully we can help you, and we can, as a group, we can work through it too, and we can identify how we can get better and discover the best version of who we are. That's what I was struggling with lately. I've been struggling with, is this the best version of who I am? Is this the best version of me as a leader? Is this the best version of me as a father, as a husband? Those are some of the things that I've been struggling with, and I realized that I haven't become the best version of me. And I'm working on it, and I'm chasing it down. And you guys are with me through Atlee Nation. We are chasing these things down together to find the best versions of ourselves. And so I want to leave you with this. There are times in our life where you're going to have to face your fears. There's going to be times in life that it's going to be scary, especially when we don't know what the unknown is, right? We don't know what's going to happen next. But I want to encourage you by telling you that every time you have faced a life challenge up until this point of your life, you have dealt with it. You have made do with what has happened, and you have learned from it, and hopefully you've grown from it. But the truth is, you got through it, right? You did. You're here now. You got through it. I just want you to know that you got this. You got it. It's inside of you, and it's waiting to be unlocked. But it's up to you to do this. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to push you. Sometimes nobody's going to encourage you. But that's okay, because within you, there is a leader who needs awakening, and you have to push the button to make it happen. And I know you can do this, right? I know you are. I know it's in you. So I want you to go out and make it happen. Tell me what you're dealing with right now. Share with us, in your comments below in the group or Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I'll put all the links in there. Let's do this together, because we are on the same journey to find a better version of ourselves. And today we are taking the stand to make it happen together.
Stay tuned for another episode. Always remember, awaken the leader inside.